This is Samson. So Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
This is Samson. He's the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. To, the voice of Port Town. So put some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm in beginner impacting on the big man.
Yeah, it's working like this here, and that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. The city of the okay? Again, the sweat of the body. It's our country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of the and they put it in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put it in the sidewalk, and I'm going to be one in the sidewalk if I ought again, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. When they make big mark. Yeah, it's working like this here, and that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. The city of the okay? Again, the sweat of the body. It's our country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of the and they put it in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put it in the sidewalk, and I'm going to be one in the sidewalk if I ought
Don't
folks, Samson told Liberal Pub Radio. We're here again tonight to discuss all things Liberia. I want to thank all of you that are watching, and please share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible. That's what we do here. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. We're here again tonight to discuss all things Liberia, and we want to thank all of you. Please, as you come in, just do us a favor and share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible. We want to thank you very much for trooping in tonight. We also want to thank you very much for sharing this video to our brothers and sisters. We got some important information here tonight. And, we will discuss the drug issue. We will discuss the drug issue. I got some stuff here from Front Page Africa. I do have some stuff here from our dealers over. We will discuss the drug issue. But I want to thank all of you here tonight for joining us. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Safety, safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again this evening. We want to thank you for bringing us here again, my Lord. We ask for forgiveness for those who have done wrong to us, and we who have done wrong to others. We ask for forgiveness as well. My Lord, we ask that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. That the Liberia, the country of Liberia, be blessed. That the president of Liberia, President Joseph Baka, be blessed. We ask for you to continue to guide and extend his life. My Lord, we ask that whatever door he knocks, open the door. Whichever he touches, my Lord, help him. Bless his hand. We ask that the whole country, the United States of America, be blessed. We want to thank you for things yet to come, because we know they're coming, and we thank you for that. We want to thank you for the opportunity of love that you provide for us. We want to thank you for the opportunity of a blanket of opportunity that you continue to give us. We want to thank you for everything. Thank you very much. Because of you, we're here. We want to appreciate you and say thank you, my Lord. You are the Father. You are the light. Because of you, we see. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, folks. So tonight we will be discussing this drug from a different point standpoint. To be honest with you, okay. What is happening in Liberia right now, according to Front Page Africa, according to Daily Observer, and other media institutions? This is what I said here a long time ago. During campaign, not everyone that come to support you, they are there for your interest. Let me say it again. There are those who will come in and support your campaign, not because they love you, or not because they like for you to be what you want to be, for which you're running campaign, but because they're helping you so that when you're successful, they will be able to monopolize and be able to use whatever opportunity they have to enrich themselves. There are those who coming to join you because they don't like the other side. They're not in there for you. They don't love you, but they're going to make sure the other side don't get it. And what's the other way is to support you. Whether you're successful after that or not, that's not their problem. And there are those who coming in not because they support you, or not because of the other person don't like the other person, or because they want to get rich, but just for the fun of it. Be careful. And there are those, some of us, will come and join you. First, we like you and we like the things you're saying. And we believe because of those kinds of conversation that indeed our people will benefit. We believe that. I saw, I heard, and I witnessed 2018 during the inauguration of former President George Weah. I was in Monrovia. And there were so many sedition that left from here that went back home 2018 during the inauguration. I think the inauguration month was January, I believe. And immediately after, I didn't go to I was at the inaugural, I was the inaugural program itself, but after that I came home, but I didn't go to the inaugural ball. Because I thought going to the ball is like I'm going to be begging for a job or for people to notice me or what have you. So I just thought I'm going to stay home and just sleep. There were those that attended the ball that night. The next day, we all congregated to my sister place over there in rehab area, not rehab, but how they call it, way on Ralphie Highway. But many of the people that left from here, majority of the sedition, the founding members of CDC, they're all from my area, uh, the Jeda Mountain. So we met over there. We all knew each other. We met over there at my sister place, and they some were very much angry, and they started telling us what have happened the night before. That indeed, during the inaugural program for the diaspora, the president went, but he didn't stay long, according to the story. But that many of the people that thought that they were running campaign, and they thought they were going to be employed based on their standard, their educational standard, their experience. No. According to rumors, there were people that were buying jobs, paying money for position. And the other guy said, good thing my wife just purchased my ticket because there was an agreement. Many of them had that kind of problem. There was an agreement. When I get there after the inaugural, nothing coming, buy me my ticket, let me come by straight. So they left money there. So people started flying back. And those who spend the money. What happened to CDC and CDC-led government? Flaka J. Because you are not able to put people in position that will work for you. You put in people in position that, because if I'm buying a job, if I was to pay money for my job, what can I say to that person? How can I criticize? How can I even say no? You can't. The same thing here. People will come to power, but those who are in charge to actually employ and let Liberians work for their country, they put a roadblock on the way. It happens here to Unity. Allegedly happen here to the Unity Party. There are people who are working in the Unity Party that have no clue, none whatsoever. But their intent is to enrich themselves. Look at this drug issue. How did the drug business happen? It didn't happen overnight. And I would go as far to say this drug business didn't even come to impermanence during with President Waka. I think it's been going on for a very long time. But thanks to this president, that things have been exposed. Thanks to this president and his leadership, to say we will not do business as usual. Things are getting exposed. And we want to be grateful to this president. You want to talk about drug business? Walter Carter, you got a meal. Come and join me. You want to talk about a drug issue? Walter Carter, come on. The liberal is ready for you tonight. You think we're here sleeping? The reason why we said we're not going to discuss the drug issue much because we wanted the investigator to continue to do their investigation. Let them take the lead. But because we are silent on it, you take our silence to be weakness. That is not the case. You perceive our silence to be the form of apology. That is not the case. The rescue team is helping you to clean your country. Make sure the drug cartel have a foothold in your country. You must be grateful. Walter Carter, where are you? Walter Carter, come on. You come here and talk about selling monitor there, you're scared. You got no eye scared? The president, this government, doing a wonderful job to expose that. Look at the type of information that is coming up now. Thanks to the media, they're helping. And when we see the government going wrong, we will speak out as well. But this is not one of those. This government, under the leadership of President Bakai, have given a free hand to the security apparatus to investigate let a chit fall to where it may. And you come here and you want us to continue to speculate. That we will not do. But the fact that we refuse to speculate does not mean that we're afraid. The fact that we refuse to speculate does not mean that we're weak. No, far from it. What kind of rescue person will be weak? How you carry the people you're going to rescue if you're weak? Eh? Yeah, I'll point you on quick. I will point you on quick. How you will rescue somebody if you're weak? So we're not weak, not at all. You want to dive into speculation? Bring it on, Walter Carter. Bring it on, and we will speculate. I am the chief of speculator on this show. You know that. But you want to tell me because I say let us discuss some other issue. Not only because we're trying to say let the investigation goes on without our speculation leading the way, but you view and use our silence in this process as being weak. You use our silence in this process as being somebody ready to apologize. The President Joseph Waka, continued to do a wonderful job for this country. The President Joseph Waka, honor his leadership. The truth of the drug importation is being exposed. Liberians are mad. And President Waka is saying to the Liberian people, to the investigator, no stone must be left unturned. And because investigation usually take time, it's not something you rush into. Because there are so many factors. After the investigation, well, then what? You have the legal issue coming up. And in the legal issue, you have to be very mindful of protecting the accused as well as the accuser, their rights. And this is why we continue to say that we ourselves will be very mindful and be careful. But it's not because we say, let us move on to something. Now you're going to consider our silence to be weakness. President Waka is now doing a wonderful job. And I think many of you should be appreciative of the president opening up the investigation so that people would know where these things come from. Okay, you were there for 6 years, President. We are there. What kind of serious investigation? Did we see the kind of where the people chasing ship all over the place? Have we seen that? Where people, government official, high-ranking government official, you not see them being? Did we see them being suspended? There were sanctions everywhere. The sanction, even the cook is unsanctioned for Christ's sake. And you're gonna come here and try to intimidate us? President Waka is doing a wonderful job, and we're not going to back down from that. Walter Carter, good evening. Thank you for joining me out. We appreciate you tonight. Let's hear from you.
Thank you, Libra. Thank you, Libra, for bringing me on because you were shouting, calling me. You needed something to have that other positive and negative charge going on to equalize or give an equilibrium. Yeah. So I have to come on to bring you back to reality, to stabilize the conversation here. It is true that these drug activities didn't start in President Bouaká government. It started way back as far as the first United Party government when President Bouaká was vice president. And George Weah inherited it. But in George Weah administration, there were no senior member of his administration that name came out that was suspended because of drug activity. You talk about sanction. There are no member or former member of George Weah administration that was sanctioned because of drugs or sentenced to jail because of drugs or made shame because of drugs. No. Everything that was told during President Weah administration concerning drug was a made-up story. It was or concocted lies, diabolical lies about President Weah that brought this United Party government to power. Now that this United government came to power, the truth start to come to light. There's a saying, the laborer, that the true crushed to the ground shall rise up again. The true has gotten the life that it always has. The surface Liberian people are saying that people, that even President, we are allowed to stay in his government, that were unity partisan, by blood, by birth, unity partisan. They are the ones today that the very unity party are arresting and suspending from job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me come in. And when you were talking, I was very quiet. So please do me a favor and let's give each other the opportunity. Thank you for bringing that up. And the cry of people lie on President Weah. That's why he was defeated. That dog will no longer be able to catch anything. Can't even catch rat, let alone catch a deer, because it's too old. And the fact it is not taking hold in the community anymore, Liberian community, back here abroad and at home. Because if the president, who was so popular than any other Liberian in life, and forget history, I said in life, dead or alive, President Weah, former President Weah, is the most popular. But yet still, because of a failed policy, he was unable to attain second term. Don't come here and say people lie on him. You want to tell me Liberians back home are so gullible that we can lie to them and they will believe us, and yet still some sedition themselves will vote against this failed government. It is unbelievable that you will come here and try to assert that as an intellectual. It is flapping, completely flapping. Let me go down the drug lane a little bit for you. You see, that's why when we say let us talk about Liberia, we try to help you guys to not to expose you as much as you try to expose yourself. There is no way you're gonna come here and tell me that the same people that are being exposed and being arrested and being thrown into jail on this wonderful, wonderful president, the beautiful president of all time, the greater president of all time, that there, yes, you're telling me, admitting here, without admitting, as lawyer in Liberia would say, that indeed these people will honor your leadership. They were discarding, according to you, discarding himself, though they were unity partisan, but they were employed. You, your government, were fully in charge of the security apparatus. Fully in charge of the security apparatus. In fact, we were here and accusing you guys of having what we call CDC police, what we call CDC interrogators, and you are unable to expose people who you now believe were doing the same thing they're doing now. Walter Carter, that is intellectually inferior to come and make that kind of statement here before the liberal. That is intellectually, I don't know what else to say about that. All I can say, this is intellectually dishonesty at the heights. That you will want Liberian to believe you tonight. That yes, indeed, you have these same people that is being exposed under this president, working for your government for 6 years. Allah, you were stealing and forget to carry on the work of the government. Because I'm not going to say you were sleeping, because all of you guys are millionaires now, and because your attention was so much on looting the country wealth that you didn't pay attention to the health of the country. You rather go with the wealth than the health of the country. Walter Carter, and you now have your former president announcing or come back where to do what? What will bring you back? You came and the opportunity was given to you fully by the Liberians and the people of the Republic of Liberia to say, yes, this man is one of us. This man is from the ghetto. This man understands our pride. This man will be able to identify with us and giving you the opportunity. When you came, not only were you not want to identify with them, but whatever little rice they got on their plate, you stole everything. Whatever little rice with red palm oil that was meant for the poor people, you took everything. And now you want to come back again, try to steal their palm oil and red oil and not even cassava leaf. They were eating red oil, dry rice with okra. And now you're going to come here and tell me that we will allow you to come and take another red oil, dry rice, and okra. Except this time around, what we're going to do for you, we will put some boni in it, we will put some baple in it, and you will not be able to take nothing. Let's hear from you, Walter Carter.
Thank you, Liberal. Liberal, the Liberian people honor His Excellency Dr. George Manawia were fooled for 6 years, were terrorized, was made to believe that the rescue mission was the best mission to rescue them. They told the Liberian people that under President Weah, drug was being imported in the country and was killing our youth. They called President Weah the Kush president, the man who was bringing Kush in the country to kill the youth. But there was no proof. There were no evidence. They were all made up stories, like the three missing boys stories, put up by the greatest liar of our time, by excellence, Jerome Verdier, that President Weah sodomized three boys and took their kidney. To the American ambassador, got furious and lashed out on Jerome Verdier and some media practitioner. The lies were so dangerous, the lies were so bad, that Liberians started to believe in the lies. Even the people who told the lies still believe in the lies today. Today, the legs of the laborer cannot even come to terms with the many lies that was told. Either he was part of the lies or he was just being complacent because he wanted we had to get out. Either way, he played a significant role in bringing this old man to power. Under his administration, he has been used by the very people that were out there pushing out stories that had no evidence of truth. Today, they are here. Under President Weah administration, Jojo Boakai worked in his government for almost 6 years until he resigned to run his father campaign. Jojo Boakai was not a sedition. Jojo Boakai was a unity partisan. And the same goes to others who work in President Weah government. Because President Weah came and said, I will not fire people who are already here. I will keep people, but I will add other people on to work. And it was a crime that Weah committed in the eyes of the opposition at that time, even within his own party, to allow unity partisans to remain in his government. Little did he know, or we got to know, that those very people that was in the government were the people who were throwing out information falsely to media practitioners, big media houses, to ram this administration of President Weah, beat them to the curve, convincing the Liberian people by lying to them. Today, all of what was said about President Weah is coming to light on unity partisan. We see drug, not even kuch, but we're talking about drug that Liberians cannot even buy, making way all in our country. People bringing ship now coming onto our waters to bring drugs. We see the president's son, name is mentioned with cartel operation. We see President's stepson name mentioned, he has been fired. We see big businesses names connected to drugs.
Thank
People
you.
from the airport, people
Thank
from the
you.
seaport. Can't even
Thank
tell
you.
you, you
No,
talk
no,
for
no.
almost 10 minutes and I
Walter
give you,
Carter.
okay,
We're not going to
go ahead.
debate. We're not going to have a
But
fair.
you bringing out the,
No,
you bringing
listen
out
to
debate.
me.
Let me
Listen
land.
to me.
Go ahead,
Listen to.
I listen to you.
Okay. Thank you. When I call you out, you have to listen to me. This is a fair conversation and intellectual engagement. That when I'm not going to manipulate the system here tonight will be fair. But when I call you, you have to listen to me because somebody have to be the moderator, and
Go ahead, I listen to you.
I just having to be one of them here tonight. But let me say this to you before let me bring in Terry while I'm going on with my point. Let me say this to you, Walter Cutter. You know, I'm an engineer by training, by professional, everything. So I do build, design, and build. And this is what I do know about building infrastructure. I do horizontal and vertical infrastructure, by the way. But I'll be specific with this vertical infrastructure, even horizontal infrastructure. When you build something that is being built on a faulty foundation, nobody have to lie for that foundation to crumble. When you come to power, in the case of you and the sedition, fully knowing that you have no ability to lead. And the Liberian people, granted, they gave you the power, but instead of you to bring people around you that will help you to build a foundation, so that when the time comes for the 6 years that you're going to be requesting, that you will request a 6 year based on the foundation that you have laid. However, CDC and sedition refused to listen. CDC and sedition was unable to lay the foundation that would have gotten their party and their policy stronger. And yet, you and your kind continue to cry that Unity Party people brought lies. So if Unity Party people will bring lies to Liberia, and you're saying that Liberian people believe it, and yet still you say you're coming by to the gullible Liberians who believe in lies. You say you're coming by to convince Liberians that you're good, but because of lies. And so now you're also not only asking Liberians to come and take you by, but that you are accusing Liberians of being stupid, that you are accusing Liberians of not knowing the difference between the lies and truth. So if these people that you don't believe have the ability to discern what is truth or lies, and now you're coming back to them to bring you back on, are you now, rhetorically, not a question to you, are you now joining the chorus of Liberians that are so dense, unable to determine what is true and what is lies? And you keep bringing this drug issue up, speculation up at the highest level. But I'm not even going to talk about that, Walter Cut. The rescue team, giving an example, and I will lay out here for you little by little. Rescue team, yellow machine. CDC, 42 condominium, personal condominium. Rescue team, building roads. Mind you now, many of these projects were started by you. But because of your greed, the insatiable idea of yourself wanting to be rich than any other person, you've forgotten to know that you have contract set for carry out this road. Rescue team, the same road that you're not paying attention to. Rescue team have continued to develop the road network. They are building foundation, a true foundation that can stand in the eyes of lies. Thing you fail to carry out. Walter Carter, CDC Some of the smarter people that I know are seditious. However, with an individual who believe without him there's no CDC, and you want us to sit here and say yes, we will allow you to come back and put us in a hole where rescue team and President Baka is digging us out. They're still digging. They're still digging us out. Let's go one more. Besides the yellow machine, projects all over the country. Project, mind you now, and I will be very factual. Most of the projects were developed, were brought about by you. But because of your insatiable greed behavior, that you are unable to carry out this project. President Baka coming, he said, I'm not here for football. CDC, President, go out of town for 500 years to watch football game. President Baka, stay in Monrovia in a ring to develop the country. CDC, leader, buy plane to ride over. President Baka, rent plane to ride. Walter Carter, you guys have stand no chance. And I'm just starting. I'm not even starting yet. So when I come to you and say, let's sleep indoor live, you come here and then come back to say, because I'm not talking about a drug issue, therefore we are weak. Because we're not talking about a drug issue, therefore we have to apologize for bringing, according to you, quote unquote, this old man. This old man, you say, you, Walter Carter, stood here on this platform and told us, a president, we are in we, then a different thing. Now, that what was the lie that people told about you guys? Were you not building condominium for yourself? Were your boys not washing car with champagne? Walter Carter? These are records that Liberian was watching. Why you want to put us in this type of condition again? We will not go back. We refuse to go back. Now let me bring you Terry. Terry, thank you very much for joining us. Walter Carter is trying to stir the liberal here tonight, but I'll be mindful that he's my brother, and I mean, Seditian are my brother as well, and I'll be very mindful of that I have drank some good pepper soup from CDC and Seditian before, so I will be very careful here tonight what I say. Let's hear from you, Terry.
Good evening, Liberal, the guru himself, and to Keto, my brother. How are you? Yeah. So, Liberal,
Very.
the thing is that seditions, they're hee ha, they're hee ha. So obviously, they will not rest until the beef flock in 2029, and everybody can see the handwritings on the wall because the people they think the people stupid, but the people not stupid. That's the reason why you see if the people were if this drug bust uh had gone overboard, like how the map up exercise on a tour went overboard, that how the 16 billion was not, they didn't explain anything. People just saw them building houses and it agitated the people. You know, you don't see that happening now on the drug bust because the people can see the position of the government, something that they were not doing. So they think that's the reason why they're not seeing the people protesting. Then they're wondering why the people can get on the street or living on our citizen. He said, look at the kind of drugs coming in the country. The people can get on the street. Because the people are not stupid. You think the Liberian people stupid? They're not stupid. Because you saw the people saying, you kill my pa, you kill my mom. When Charles Taylor will vote for you, you know, boy, you not know, boy. So you think the people stupid. The people are not stupid. Liberian people are not. Liberian people are one of the smartest group of people in the world. Y'all think the people stupid. The decision, they don't make the decision based upon how people feel. They make the decision based upon the present situation. The reality. So the people saw your campaign chairman were walking at the kush. One woman was walking with one kush. They saw the people saw it. The people saw the $100 million drug walk out of the country, came in and escaped. And the people they accused went free. They saw that. So you want to tell me that the people see all this to say they lie on you, brother, for them to choose a different option? Well, that's up to you because you will never believe that they didn't lie. The people went to the voting something and this one. More Ali them couldn't convince over 5 million people. They could not. They couldn't convince over 800,000 people who voted for former President Barker. But the truth was, there were some steps that you should have taken that you overlooked. And until y'all can admit that, y'all will continue to struggle. Y'all will continue to struggle. Look at Molu protests that he been having. Look at Molu protests. It tells you that the people are not following y'all. They're not following y'all because they know y'all. They're not following. But again, y'all will not be convinced until 2029. So let's wait. And y'all say y'all waiting for 2029. Oh, what Mr. Say we go? And y'all say
He
y'all waiting for
coming. He
20,
coming.
2029. Well, we all here. We will be watching. For me, I'm not talking plenty again. Because everything is explaining itself. You know what the people saying now? The people saying President Boka is taking action on his own government officials. Something that CDC, go listen to one sedition. The man on his own. The man says he's a sedition. He said, but in your own government, our government never took action on these major things. But the old man, the papa is taking action. That is what a responsible government does. So
Thank you.
for me, I don't really want to discuss CDC tonight. It's up to them. They can say
So what?
whatever they want. I believe that they can win election 2029. It's open. I believe President Weah can win. But the current status of the nation does not seem that the people are looking in a direction.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. The conversation tonight is not about CDC. I just said, and what I'm saying is that when they, because last night I said we were not going to discuss the drug issue because I wanted the investigators, whoever is doing it, let them take the lead instead of us speculating. And then their comment last night was that we were afraid, and the fact that we chose not to talk about the drug issue, that means a sign of getting
Yes.
ready to apologize. And I thought that I tried to remind them that we're not about ready to do so. So that's what the conversation. We'll talk, Carter. We'll give you the opportunity before I go to Dr. Mali and Moses Segwe. Let's hear from you, please. But let
So
us
you
also
see,
be
when I
mindful. Now, hold on, Walter Carter, please. Let us be mindful that there's five of us now, and we only have 2 hours. So we have to be mindful how the time is utilized and how we're going to be fair to make sure that the time is distributed here very easily. I have a clock here that I'm watching on the dashboard. Walter Cutter is now 49:22. Let's hear from you.
so don't make the security analyst talk more than 5 minutes here, then the whole show will go in disarray.
Walter
Anyway,
Cutter, when you say that, this is listen, Dana, Mr. Social. When you start to take anything disarray or diarrhea, you can bring diarrhea here. I just do this to you, and no more diarrhea. Disarray my foot. Go
can
ahead,
you need a
Walter
security
Cutter.
analyst? They owe me something, so he knows what I'm talking about.
All right, let's
So
hear
yeah,
from
so seriously, labor, you see when I said when I introduced the phrase intellectual dishonesty on this show,
you. You
I was
did,
referring to
you did,
I brought
you
him.
did,
I
you
was
did.
referring to people
Walter Cutter. You see
like
that one
you.
thing I love about your sedition. You're
I
quick
was
to
ref-
focus on something that you brought that thing or that me brought it.
I brought it and put it on you and Sissy,
Oh
and you're
my
talking.
goodness.
Yeah.
Ah my
And
goodness.
I was
All
referring
right.
to you
Hmm.
and Sissy, but mean it because you show it out tonight. That's what I'm
Hmm.
talking about.
All
You
right.
come on this platform and you prove what I just said about the false who you guys stole to Liberian people. Joe, we have got no 49 condominiums. It never been proven that he has 49 condominiums or built 49 condominiums when he came to office. These were stories that were told to Liberian people. And because they did not make research or follow up, it was pounded on the media over and again. And people believe it. The legs of liberal history remember you to be one of the deceitful people that fool the Liberian people when we go back to 2029. We see the drug issue today in our nation, first of its kind, unprecedented. Not before Dole, not before or any or Taylor, maybe a little bit in Ellie, because people in Ellie government, drug were found in her convoy, placed there by one of her securities from Sierra Leone. We saw 500,000 or $1 million drugs arrested in our society that people were trying, same for Liberian, were trying in America and in jail. We saw all that happen on the first Unity Party government. The second Unity Party government, we start to see key players again. This time around, they feel that the Kokoko man he lacked the cognitive ability to rule this nation. So all of them are gang against this old man. And they're doing the wrong things. But it shows the old man ineptitude. This is the reason why they are doing the things they are doing. The liberal, can't you see? When you have deputies from the intelligence community, when you have people from the police, the senior officer from the police doing the things they are doing, when you see people close to the president, as far as family, it tells you something is wrong with this government. This is not a myth or story you don't want to put out there. It is coming from within the government herself. The government putting the names out. We didn't put it out. When we send the information, the first time to us, it were rumors, it were lies. Now the government calling names. President's stepson, president's son, deputy police director for operation, hydro patrol police officer, NSA director, deputy NFS director, deputy ministers, legislators, judges. What do you want to say again?
Thank you.
This is ridiculous.
Thank you. Folks, again, we want to thank all of you that are watching, but let's watch this. These are buildings that were constructed, belong to President We Are. These buildings
Are they 49?
Well, hold on. We can't count them. But these buildings that you're looking at were constructed under President We Are, belong to him. Look at them. How many of these kinds of stuff President Waka has right now in his 30 years? I rest
10
my
million. Mansion
10
in Foya.
million. Okay, all right. Let's hear from you, Dr. Mate. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is not a debate about CDC coming back or CDC not coming back, but if you feel you have a contribution to put in here, welcome to it. Let's hear from you.
Oh, thank you, Libra. It was good that you put this picture up
There we go.
because the picture speaks for itself. If you sideline more than 4 million people and prioritize yourself to promote or enhance your own personal aggrandizement as president of the country, then history tends to judge you whether you really came to serve the people or you came to serve yourself. But anyway, my talking point tonight is about the groundbreaking ceremony of, I think, the hospital or clinic for women and children. I was so impressed about this thing, and I was completely out of sentiment, you know. But I think the president is moving into.
I don't mean to hold you there. A better yellow architect to be out of sentiment. That speak a lot. But go ahead.
Don't be cutting me off, please.
Go ahead.
You
I'm
can
just saying you are
run your
not a
point.
person that lack of sentiment
No,
when
no,
it
no,
comes
no,
to
no.
the.
I
But to
mean,
say
the COI, we are just objective. That's what about it. We are not subjective, and you know that very well. So what we are saying here is that when it is
Libra, can you
impressive,
ask that question again? I didn't get it, Libra. You were
when
asking a
when
Forget
it
it.
question
is
of what?
impressive,
Forget
we
it.
talk about it. I'm saying this women and children stuff is very significant for me to talk about tonight. And it's a milestone for women and children center to be erected to attend to their health and health problem is huge. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Moses, are you still with us? Moses, are you there?
He coming on. Libra, the question you asked, Dr. Malik, can you ask that question again here?
Yes, yes,
Moses,
yes.
Moses, are you here?
Yeah.
Moses is not ready yet. Let's move on.
Why you on top of Moses not ready yet? Why you don't mind business?
Moses said,
Security
quick,
analyst
quick.
ready to fire. First shot.
Moses, quick, wait, my man. The man's finally think you're wasting our time. Then he's in my business. Eh? But let's hear from you.
They been fire
Oh,
first
thank you,
shot. Oh.
Libra. Thank you, Libra. You know, Dr. Maya and myself come from the same cloth. And at times we got to become each other adversary to put ourselves straight. However, I agree with Dr. Marley when he talked about the maternity center. I was born in the first maternity center of Bassa Community Hill when I
Oh,
was
then I see why you and myself
living in
connected.
Busacorner. What you said?
I
You
see
see,
why you
when
and
I
myself
tell you,
connected. That's
when
where I
I
was
tell
born
you,
to.
say, when I tell
No,
you,
you
say, you're
myself
not,
not connected.
no, hold on, Moses, say, wait, when I tell you, say, you're not part of us, then you can say, oh, I'm from Lofa County. You were born right there in Morea, Baza community, right behind,
I
not too
was
far
born
from
right
GW,
there. It
not too
was
far
there.
from
I got my
GW,
name, Wilton.
not too far from GW.
Maternity
My
center.
goodness.
14 yard. 14 yard.
You're taking my time too.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
we're
go
giving you
ahead, go
back the
ahead.
time. Did you just slide from the hospital straight to shout out tower, or how that happened?
We used to ride Sour Texas from up the hill to Buzacorner.
Wow. Oh, so when some y'all are not living too far from the hospital then.
I said I was living in Buzacorner. You could look in Omen before the Bill Shannon Talker. That place was an open field.
Right, right. No, but
We
what I'm
used to
saying,
live
what
in the
are you were
house.
you living Buzakwara, were you living behind the gas station in Sunny one side or on the other side?
I was living behind the gas station. On the side of the gas station, the upstairs house is still there.
So I
Yeah,
just shook up,
yeah.
Every
right? I just shook
upstairs
up right in Boston
is
community
the
right
Bassa
there.
Community Hill.
Yeah, right. That
Wow.
shook up right through Boston community. You see Pussy Quarter right there.
The Omen Lazarus house, he built the two-story building there. We were living
Wow.
upstairs.
Wow. But go ahead. Go ahead, make a statement.
So my thing is that I think it's a huge and momentous groundbreaking that happened, and I think we need to celebrate that. Whether or not politically it came from wherever government, I think it's good that they're going to build something like that to service the Liberian people for change. Because when the maternity center was changed, well, they built the JFK hospital. Because my father worked at the maternity center. He was a registered pediatrician, a pediatric nurse on the midnight shift before, and every morning he got from there, came home, took a shower, and went to the Temple of Justice to work. So I know that. I live with that. Now, let's go to this whole drug issue. Initially, I told you drug investigation takes time. And I am proud to say that at least names have been called and people have been somewhat held accountable at this time, because this drugs issue, I told you guys before, and I sent every one of you document that it first came up in 2011. So when Witter said here that they didn't have drugs during Dole time, they didn't have drugs during Chastity time, Chastity drug people to go, little children, to participate in the war. So don't you didn't bring the war, they didn't bring the drugs. And people admitted to it. They got recordings.
So this drug phenomenon will continue to grow because the cartel, if you look at the history of the cartel, they always target vulnerable nation that has what you call it, quasi law and order, as in our country. Countries that have no stability, that has a high level of poverty, because they bring the drug through there, and they know that these people who worked for this government will buy into their selling to you know will succumb to them when they come in and give them little dollars.
Hold on 1 minute, Moses. Yeah, the hospital. My people, ladies and gentlemen, this is a hospital Moses was born in.
Yeah,
Way
my
back
brother
there.
said that. That ain't right
Way
there.
back there. Back there. Back there. So go ahead. I'm gonna go to Busakola. Go ahead, Moses.
Thank you. But these cartels target these kind of countries because of less law and order. Poverty level is high, and they can pay any penny for those people. These people are suffering. So they prey on these things. That's why investigating such high quantity of drugs will take time. And when we 1 year from now, there will still be investigation going on this 3 point some more million dollar worth of drugs. 300 and some million dollar worth of drugs. It's gonna be ongoing. Names gonna always come out. My thing is that they need to make sure their ducks are in order, that the investigation is fair and firm, that is set an example to deter people from being part of any kind of deal, be it drugs, be it any other deal, the selling of our resources illegally. All of these things need to be considered. So it's not about administration responsibility. All the people in Liberia are responsible to make Liberia clean of drugs. Everyone is responsible. They can play a role. And that's from where I come, as one of the guys who've been in the trenches of law enforcement and went to school for it. And we got to build our community based on empathizing with the people, with the cost of the people, based on the resources we can make available to them, the education we can make available to them. These are things we should focus on than focusing on who's to be blamed for what. And with all due respect to Wilton, you sounded just now when I was listening to you guys before I came on, you sounded very angry. Anger will not change anything in Liberia.
Oh my God. Oh
Anger
my
will
So,
God.
so Moses, can I hold you right there, please?
sure.
This is Busakola gas station where you say where you're living at.
Yeah, I know that. You and dry Camp
That
Johnson.
you went that going up to the mansion over there.
Yeah.
So
And that's
this is
the
the
building,
one.
that
This is
green
one I take
building
you to.
that the that
Gentlemen,
building was
you guys eating unnecessary time
No,
here.
no, no.
no, no, no,
Hold
that's
on,
the
Doctor
building.
Marty.
We now
With this,
on Mr. Social today where he said
don't mind, don't mind.
so
So
don't
what?
kind
Which
of
house? They want here?
yep.
Yeah, the gas station here.
Yep. That it used to be mobile gas station when we
Right.
were growing
So
up.
Oh,
there's a building
that
behind that
was
here.
Memorial Central High. Former Memorial Central High.
The green building
Before
at
it was
Morovia Central
Central
High.
High, it was the Ministry of Labor, Youth and
Yeah,
Sports.
right
No, no,
here,
Yes.
right
Memorial
here.
Central High no longer there.
This one here. This used to
No,
be
that's not Central High there.
no, but this used to be liver
It used to
ministry.
be
No,
Charlotte
no,
Tower that
the
changed
green
it to
building that you
Central
just put on
High.
across the road on the other side. The green building.
This
That
one.
green building looking at, yes.
That's
That what
it.
Okay,
they
but
changed into Central High.
Charlotte Tower used to be
Charlotte
somewhere
Tower.
around.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
They changed it
opposite
into
that,
Charlotte
where
Tower.
that stores now used to be gas school. The
yeah.
first one of the first
But
NUSS
then
schools.
you didn't live in Buzokola, you live on in Bassa community side because
Look at
the
the
road
element.
separate
Uh,
Tell me
Buzokola
I
from
live
Bassa
if
in
if you
Buzokola.
community.
if you
Why you
say
tell
you
me
live
I
in
ain't live in Buzokola when I
but if
used
you
to
live in
come and
Busakola,
cross
that
the
over
road to go to
there.
gas?
Gentlemen, you guys eating the time again.
Yeah,
You,
I
if you live in
we
Busakola,
go
that
and
over
play.
here.
Yeah.
What you talking about? I didn't live in Buzokola. You know Ome Lazarus?
By the way, you didn't live in Buzokola. If you say you live on the other side where labor putting the crosser,
Who
then
told you
that
that?
Bassa
What are you
community there.
talking about? What are you talking about? You better
Mose,
mind your own business.
If you're going up the hill, then you live in Baza community there.
I'm not living up the hill. I told you guys explicitly.
I think you Baza man.
Oh, okay. Y'all all right.
Yeah,
And
Baza
for your
community.
information,
Let me
Abraham
tell
and
you
myself
something.
were having a very heated argument conversation on the show. I was not angry, and you know how I talk. So when you
All
don't
right.
get me feeling into
Why
the
you
way I
why
talk.
wait
Let
till
Mose
why
let
you let
Mose
us
conclude.
speak
Mose
in
go ahead.
let
Mose
us
go ahead
speak in this
conclude.
show in the conversation? You're
Mose
not
go
putting
Because
ahead.
like it.
Mose go ahead conclude
I
so we
got to
can
take
go
you
to
off your guy.
Mose. All right, let me go to Terry. Thank you,
No,
Mose.
let me
We'll come back to
conclude. Let me conclude, Lebron. Let
Uh-uh.
me conclude. No, but seriously, on a serious note, we need to look at the welfare of our people and some of the ills that we're facing in that country and focus on those things other than continually coming here with argument about who administration did what and what. If
thank
we
you.
keep dwelling on it, we're not going to move forward. Let's move forward and look for ways so that we can change the trajectory of the pattern of our country from bad to better, or from bad to good to better to great.
All right, thank you. Let's come to you, Rescue 2. Let's come to you. Somebody name you Rescue -2 last night, anyway, by the way, because you failed to show up. So somebody wrote here Rescue -2.
Oh,
So,
that the
yeah,
resident talking to you, not pray for
yeah,
them.
yeah, they
Do,
call it
do, do you
-2
do you do you
yesterday.
see the intellectual dishonesty on this show? You told the people that Terry was negative
Oh my,
rescue too
oh my God.
because he didn't show up
Will
and you were
too.
mad.
Yes, exactly so that what he said last
You
night.
were
Will
mad
too.
and then you said somebody wrote. You know, security analyst, when we talking, don't try to defend the
That
defenseless.
you're the true
Nobody. What
you're
the
not take the true
business
serum.
they want?
You're not take the true serum medicine the evening, eh? And you're
I'm
telling
telling
who?
you.
Let's hear from you, Terry. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, so I'm looking at some names here, labor that was called, and but the -2 part, forget about it because sedition will come with the thing. If labor decide to come in -2, I know from whence he speak, but when your eye yourself there now, then that's a problem. It's just like the black man calling, I mean the white man calling the black man nigger. Leave that one with
Uh,
the black people. We
they
the
were
black people call
Kigos.
each
You
other.
can't say that thing on even. They were Kigos arrow.
Oh,
That,
okay.
that,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me leave it.
that
But
already
anyway,
is the truth.
so you got this guy they call Moses Jala and another guy here that was, I think, the deputy for the in the AD, the DA. These were people who work in Georgia government as police officers, former police officer that work in Georgia government. All right. So when you say, I kept on saying all these people, they need me, blah blah blah, all of that. When you go to dig up all these people, most of them work in Georgia government as security officers who also knew all the various loopholes and the operation in Liberia. You and I know how Liberia work. You see, so this government to coming and recycling them, especially when they know that the body is there and the body was appointed in a higher up, the body called them too. And that is how it is. And the circle continues. So when you say it is G to G, government to government, according to the legendary American. So when you come here and begin to present it as if to say that the people here that are in government today are all new people that JMB appointed that do not have history working in previous administration and the administrations previous prior, then that means that you being biased. Again, it come back to the same thing you saying that we intellectually dishonest, stealing labor work, that we are then you are intellectually dishonest. Because all these people are just recycled from the same system regarding all of these things. They all are aware of all the shenanigans that go on in government.
Correct.
Thanks be to God that this president is putting his feet down to deal with the matter. But now, for the first time in the history, you have all of them are going to go to court, which means that trail That opportunity those cartels used to have is going to be shut down. They got to now look for a new opportunity to come in, which might take a year or two. Meanwhile, businesses will become slow for them. So this is what it is. So this is why we uh we celebrate the president for the step he took to deal with the issue in the way he did. Even though it's not 100% there yet, but we still say kudos to him for now until further discussion can be held.
So
Yeah,
let
but
me let,
but my concern, yeah, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Eva.
No, no, go ahead.
Yeah, but my concern was June to certain things, certain debate that have been going on online between the two legendary intellectuals, Burma family and the other guy.
You know
And
what? You know, I thank you for bringing that up. I don't mean to interrupt, but one of the things that I like about HB is that he doesn't talk much. He doesn't like to do much until somebody prick him, and then you hear everything. He doesn't hide.
but I
When
man, but I don't know your show you were having on Saturday.
When Samuel 12 did that stuff in 2005, he came swinging. When what's his name? The guy who was the
Fomoya,
election from what's
Fomoya.
yeah, Famuya. When Famuya came and prick him about the war, he laid out the entire stuff, how they plan everything. And this is the same thing he did with this one here. He doesn't
No, but
hide nothing.
he didn't succeed. They got nip him straight.
No, no, no. This guy here. If you know what's going on, this guy,
You know what's going on?
He's Johnny Khan lately. He not
No,
anybody, man.
no,
No, he's
no,
not a Johnny come
no.
lately. They
Oh
met
my
is
Go
God.
and read
related
the
to
man
chat
profile.
to
Go
former
and read the
president. I
man
mean,
profile.
former president and William Aratoba.
The
They
man
I
met
that said
man
that
that
I said that Johnny Khan lately.
no,
Yeah,
I ain't
okay.
hot. No
No,
way.
Johnny
Go and
Khan
read
lately.
the story.
When Monroe was hard, where were they? They were
No,
labor.
enjoying themselves in
HB will
Bentor.
never
Please, you're
respond
gonna,
to a weakling.
eh?
HB will never go back and forth like the way he's doing now with
No,
somebody
no,
who Johnny just come.
no. What I'm
He
saying, no,
knows
the
that man
guy.
very
I'm not
well.
talking about his intellectual level, but
He
what I'm
does.
talking about,
He does.
his involvement, his involvement
Yes. But you listen to what he said that made him
into
angry to
history,
respond.
his involvement
man of God, go read
Labor,
the
into Africa.
story. The story
I got
there.
a serious
Yeah,
All right,
no, I
question
said
let's
he
for
move
you.
on.
does.
Let's move on, guys. Let's drop that. That would be another one. What I was going to say when you brought in about how JMB working with the cartel, the concern that I have now is that uh the I don't call it security apparatus, they're gonna have to double their effort now. Because no matter what, these people will pump money in our country. Any opposition, they will find if the people are not careful, that opposition is going to be flooded with cartel money to win the election. It's going to
So
be very interesting.
you believe now that drug money is part of the economy?
Oh, it's always been. It's
Oh, but
always
I said it, yeah, people laugh at me, they make mockery out of what I was saying.
it's always been. But let's go to Walter Carter. Walter Carter, let's hear from you.
Yeah. So, Labor, a couple of things that the security analyst said. By the way, I was born in the maternity center by capital bypass. My aunt, her name is Irene Miller. She was a nurse,
Be
a
careful.
pediatric
Be
nurse,
careful. I've been calling you upriver.
1971.
You
I was
keep
born
calling me
there.
with the
And
with
I
you
guess
keep
my aunt will probably know your dad, Mr. Moses Sigby. My aunt will probably know your dad. Like I said,
You would
our
know him
family
very
got
well.
history. Yeah, our family
yeah,
got history.
you're Maria
And
boy.
your
You're not
sister and
really
myself went to school together and all that kind of stuff.
there
So
we go.
anyway, as you are my
There we
one of
go.
my best friends in school.
There
So
we
so
go.
and again,
You
your
see,
nephew, I
you
know
want them.
your nephew got a child by my niece. So we
There
you
we
know
go.
the history. So let I put it out and say we put can know our connection here, right? So but
But
this the thing now.
Mose, not part of you from the country. He say you from the country.
Liberal lead the whole the Congo team, lead the Congo team at prehistoric time.
But somebody keep calling you Congo man, yeah.
whatever, whatever they can say that at this day. But so, but this the thing, right? This the thing.
You know what? You know what, Walter Cutter? Keep go ahead. I will surprise you tonight. I will surprise you
Oh,
tonight. Go
So
ahead. Go ahead.
so
Keep
so
talking.
okay. So labor. So this the thing here about the whole drug situation. When Terry was naming some police officer, the first police group that church we are ever put together, they were not even sworn or commissioned. This government brought them in. We had to fight with them. So all the police officers that you saw under President, we are came from the first Unity Party government. When after our civil war, they trained them. So the people were there. Even the Patriot Sulu and all came from the first Unity Party administration. The military came from the first Unity Party administration. Jowia inherited them and Jowia moved with them. The
What about
problem is
Samuel Tue?
now.
What about
Samuel
Samuel
Tua
Tue?
worked in the first Unity Party government. Oh yes, he worked in the finance ministry. He worked there from coming from World Bank and
How
the
about
African
Joey?
Development Bank. He worked there. Jowia worked in the first Unity Party government. So look, the records are there. The president's son, the present president's son worked in the first unit. I mean, we are government. Was he a citizen? I said on the show, no. I'm not talking about sedition and unity partisan at this time in our society. Don't forget, there was no time that CDC ran with any story that, oh, Unity Party were bringing drugs in the country and this, that, and other one with the opposition. It was the Unity Party that put drugs on CDC, on President Weah. Like the team Labour doing, that President Weah built 40 condominium and left the people undone. You came to rescue this nation. The university that you graduated for, right in your eyeball, face to face, that the vis-a-vis. The people that you say you are intellectual person, you intelligent, you're a man of integrity. You
here we
leave the
go.
university dilapidated and go and build $10 million mansion in a bush in Foya. And then you come on this platform, Labour, and then you want to talk about houses he built when he was still senator, or before he even became senator, the process he started, the things that Ria built when he became president, there was entitlement. There was what the presidency entitled to.
Oh, you said
Just
they were
how,
entitled, man?
oh yes, just how President Bouaka built his, because I saw President Bouaka house when he was former vice president. I'm telling you, it's in our constitution, it's the law. When a president become president, they upgrade his living place to presidential status. That's what we are did with his place. That's what President Bouaka is doing with his place. They raised
Wow.
President Bouaka up to presidential status. Have you seen President Bouaka house lately?
Wow.
No, no, don't say wow. That's the reality. You don't let them hear the truth. Did you see President Bouaka house prior to him becoming president? It was dilapidated. The fence was broken. They had all kind of useless waste cars. I mean, used old cars parking all over the place. President Bouaka became president. What they did, they changed that whole place to presidential status.
How did we
He can
get to
even work from home because it is what comes with the presidency.
how did we
Those are
get
things that come with the presidency. I'm just trying to tell the liberal because he said some things that were not factual. And this the intellectual dishonesty the liberal bring to the show. I even wanted to touch on and Terry brought this formula business. You know, when Miata Family spoke ill against President Weah, and I'm
oh,
sitting there thinking, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, these are people that the family line caused our country to go in the direction we are in today.
you're kidding me?
What
The
family
legs
line?
up. Oh, yes. When Charles Taylor was going on a prosecution in The Hague at the court, he mentioned Famule. Where Famule? He met Famule when he went in Libya training rebels. When he went to Libya on the camp where they were training Liberians, Famule were there training rebels
What made
to
that
do what?
information? What made that
To do.
important for this discussion tonight?
That's not the
Let
point.
him
That's not the
talk.
point.
Let him
The
talk. Let
point
him
here
talk.
is these are people that will come and bam off other people that did nothing but good for our nation. You
They
think I would
did.
sit down and listen to people like Miata Famulene that sing Coco Lioko and her and she nothing, she or nobody to come
Mhm.
and talk to talk
But she
bad about
nobody
you,
was
liberal.
what year she sang the Coco Dioko that you still remember
I said she's
today.
a nobody. She's a
Yeah, I'm
nobody
just
to
asking
come
you.
and talk.
I
That's the
don't
reason I
say.
don't even want to know. In the
Before you were
70s,
born,
I
so
don't even want to know.
I
In the
don't know if you
70s, she
know
said I
what
was born
happened.
with Coco Lioko King. I was born. The
You were not
problem
born that
is,
time to make that song.
okay, I agree with y'all. I'm not born at time security analyst, but the reality is for her to come and talk about somebody who put Liberia on the map. The man is recognized all over the world.
Oh
Don't
my!
see Miata Family sitting now talking to a Ghanaian man to bring our former president to public ridicule in Ghana. And then you guys cannot even defend the man who the world admire.
Freedom of speech,
There was
dude.
a commentary. Freedom, but I'm on my freedom of speech. Now you don't be crumbling when I stop my freedom of speech. Then you don't get your knee can start buckling on you, and you start getting etchy when I talk my freedom of speech. Now you know that freedom of speech because it's going against we are. But when
It's,
we talk about President Bouakai ineptitude and his dysfunctional government and his government are bringing in drugs in the country that damaging our society, then you people say we shouldn't politicize it. That freedom of speech. You can throw, you can shoot the first shot when we take our shot, then you just start and fighting around here.
you
All
not
of
change the
what's
conversation.
happening today, you people talk about it. You people went and lie, you lie to the extent where today your lies catching up with you. That
You
everything is falling apart in your government.
preach your weird song.
Everything is
Jose,
falling apart in your government.
Jose, you killing me.
Like
Ain't Joe? We are so.
Hey, we have made it song. You lie, you lie, you lie.
yeah. You see, and God used that man to make a song.
Look at that.
Liar man.
Look at that.
Liar man.
Mhm.
Eh? That
All
song he
right,
made.
thank you,
God
thank you.
used him to
Let's
make
go.
that
Let
song. Lebra, can you play that song for us? Can you play that song for
No,
us?
you don't play the song. Be quiet.
Lebra, can you play that
thank
song
you.
for us?
We'll talk about. Let's go. Let's go to Dr. Mali. Dr. Mali, go
Yes.
ahead. Let's hear from you, Doc.
Yeah.
Uh, First of all, I just want to buttress Kettle wise expansion on this thing. These were a
From
group of folks
ridiculous,
who
from west to
constitute
ridiculous.
part and parcel of the so-called progressive that
Mhm.
brought about this the nightmare on our country.
Mhm.
Dr. Formula had got no moral standing. He's supposed to be facing the war chronicle when it take off. You
But he take
see,
all you.
I said when it take off.
Oh,
So
okay.
he just need to be quiet, even though he at 77, I'm very sure he will be hooked before he gets to 90. But anyway, let's move on. I want to thank His Excellency President Walker tonight for, I mean, the First Lady. I show he's part of it. The First Lady, in conjunction with the Latter Day Saint, the Jesus Christ of Latter Day Saint, in collaboration with the government, were able to break ground for this women and children maternity, modern maternity, which of course is first of its kind in our history. And I'm very impressed about that because you know that the women and children are part and parcel of the weaker segment of our society. And so when Joe even brought a military hospital, I one of them that even questioned it. I said, but why military hospital when we have a huge population of women and children languishing in our society, and we having a military hospital? I found problem with it. But I have come to the conclusion that it's not only the military hospital, but it's also catering to the Liberian health system. So by and large, he also contributed, but earlier I was finding problem with it. So coming with the women and children maternity hospital, I mean, this one of the legacy that is really going to go deep down into history for the president. And I want to really commend him for that. And I also want to draw the president's attention to the bill that he forwarded he forwarded to the House. That bill is about protecting women and children rights. But that bill is titled protecting. That bill is titled protecting harmful cultural practices. So I've been wondering if His Excellency, is he giving all to the West? Is he giving all to the white guys? Try to silence our cultural practices. Now he titling this bill harmful cultural practices in Liberia. I mean, I'm still making that research because harmful cultural practices, if, I mean, it's like demeaning to our cultural system. And until I read this bill to really know the underlying factor of the harmful cultural practices His Excellency is talking about in his bill that he forwarded, I hope to really see it because I might be picking out a bone with him sometime on that particular bill in defense of our cultural sector and defending our indigenous cultural people. Uh, a path that we took to come this far. So again, I want to close by saying thank to the First Lady and thank to this church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints collaborating with the government to erect this center is a very, very huge good news.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Let's go back to Terry for a minute. Terry, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Well, I don't know where are we now, but
Victor, you don't want
Anything
be-
right now, anything goes. Go
you
ahead.
jump over me?
I'll come to you,
because
Moses.
Okay.
because you know yeah, Dr. Mali struck a point, for all of that. The only thing is Miata family statement that she made that took this whole debate on another level was when she said she have nothing good to say about Charles Taylor. And I think that trigger, yep, I know yep or what, it triggered him because according to him, somebody else sent a rebuttal to Miata family and he commented or he posted and commented on the person rebuttal, which stirred up the whole entire confusion. And I see the place Yip is coming from is the place where in you know the Taylor saga, and that is what I believe Poema family became aggressive because Yip is coming from the place where in his mom was former William R. Talbot's niece. So, and Charles Sitter was almost like a revolutionary person from the how you call it, the
Yes.
Congo people side, almost like coming to redeem, you know, from the Congo side. So all of that politics were embedded. So that is why Dr. Famule is addressing it from a standpoint of a psychological default that he claimed Yip has based upon the hurt of yesterday. So that drew my attention more to the concern for the War and Economic Crime Code. Reason being is that a lot of us are traumatized. A lot of us are still hurt. And when me and our family struck a call that went straight to the heart of many people, Yip decided to respond from that particular clan. So you see, it's something to be looked at, it's something to be talked about. I see the deep politics involved, and many people are not looking at it from that perspective.
Right.
And that is why I think these guys writing over 8 pages against each other because it's a war. It's what's going on in their mind right now.
Right.
And those are hurt built up that have not been resolved. But I
Thank,
also learned a lot about what the involvement with HB in the whole entire
wait, wait,
saga that
wait till you
brought
get, wait till you get,
our country to where it is.
wait till you get to my when I start doing my Saturday
Saturday,
show and get to
okay.
that point. Then
You
you
but
will
you're
know.
not telling us everything, labor. That's my problem I got with
No,
you.
no, I'm ready.
You
Yeah, I'm
bringing your
ready.
case on
Liberal,
Saturday. You got a
Terry,
fan show, but you
I'm,
liberal,
hiding some things.
liberal
You
can
I'm
tell
can't
you
ready.
hide
I'm
anything.
ready.
everything.
You gotta put it outside.
I'm ready to
Liberal can tell
stay
you
here.
everything because liberal were not with the
Walter
progressive.
Carter, let's hear from you. Walter Carter, let's hear from you.
Oh, wait a minute
Yeah, yeah.
now.
Walter, the folks, this is
So
Walter Carter. If you have not seen Walter Carter before,
Oh,
this
you
is
John
Walter
what,
Carter.
Mr. Segbe? Oh,
No,
okay.
no, I want Walter to, while I'm introducing his pictures. Go
Well,
ahead,
now,
Walter
why
Carter.
you introducing the picture? We don't need this.
Because we don't have a video. We don't have a video.
But I asked the man. Ask
No,
the
no,
man.
they posted
that
the
don't
one.
matter. You stay out of it. None of your business. I
No,
want
no, this
They,
is violation. You can't do
go
this.
sue me.
no, he can show it.
Walter
He can
Carter,
show
go
it.
ahead.
He can show it. He can show
Walter
it. I'm
Carter,
proud
let's
of the
see.
man you
We don't
Jackson.
need it. This is
And that's what I
distraction.
do. I fishing. I fishing like you pointed the security analyst hat because you saw that big
No,
fish.
Walter
You're
Carter,
gonna
go
make
ahead. Go ahead.
the security analyst gonna start questioning me about the fish.
he not come from goat, he go to fish.
Walter
But
Carter,
He
go ahead.
not
We
eat it, go
listening.
through again, that fish through, he eat it.
Walter,
I even doubted this small fishing hole can catch such a big fish.
you see, you say I got no business talking, putting it up. Now you ready to talk about you.
That fish you want to eat so much, you
Walter
not even
Carter,
go
go
down.
ahead. Walter Carter,
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
liberal.
That
Thank
one
you, liberal.
Wilton
Thank you for
Kettle
putting.
is
They
always
will
losing
to
because
catch
he with
that no
Manchester
one have
United.
a liberal. He always
Because
want
Thank
man,
you,
you with
to
Terry.
the
Thank you,
cut
liberal,
the
for.
thing. Well, it was
Yeah.
just
So,
yeah,
oh,
this for
the liberal will follow me anyway, so that's good. So, oh, the liberal and small mail.
Hey, what up, people? That you
Well,
picture anytime I talk my papa, I bring
Mr.
the picture
Kettle,
up.
do you
Put
have
it
fishing?
up.
Do you have fishing
Put
license?
it up, liberal.
I
Let's
got
let's
everything. I got fishing. I got hunting license. Everything. Yeah. So, no, on a serious note, so there's the thing here. Terry, the topic that you're bringing was good for us to discuss. I heard Labor Saturday, came on the show, and I think it's good if you have the time. We all have the time. We can chime in or listen to the show because those are things that we need to know. Things that those people did in our society today. They can sit down and pump their shoulder or like they did something good. And I will always say, the progressive did nothing good in our society. The progressive agitated.
I will
They
teach
act
you.
like the student at the universities. They agitated. Yeah, that's just how they act. And that's the path because everything that you see soup and sing do at the university, those were the things that the progressive implanted or indoctrinated them with. That way you see the likes of
Terry,
Alari Tukpa. When
thank
we are our president, Alari Tukpa were inciting those students to go on the street and demonstrate because those are things they did to Samuel Doe. You
thank
understand?
you.
So now you get the likes of or her name Fambula coming out and telling you in defense of what they did. You understand? But they are not even remorseful for the action. Maybe
Thank
they thought it was going to be something good. Like somebody said on Spoon today, they thought they were coming for dough. But they took Wino, they took Camo, they took everything that they could get in a way. And that's why these guys they didn't calculate. They
thank
wanted
you.
multi-party democracy. That didn't
Thank
they, to date until they are. Oh, I'm sorry, Labor. Go ahead.
thank you. Thank you. Terry, let me just maybe you didn't listen to last Sunday, but let me just give you a little background about this formula and the family business, how there's so much entrenched into the Liberian politics. August 1968, shortly after William V.S. Tubman was inaugurated as president of Liberia on January 24, 1968, beginning his sixth consecutive 4-year term, the Liberian Foreign Service, as here becomes custom, gave a reception in his honor. Speaking at the function, the president praised Liberia ambassadors, saying that the one exception, they have rendered great service to the country. The exception, the noted President Tubman, was an ambassador who had interfered in the domestic affair of a nation to which he was accredited, and who had even employed a member of that country opposition party in the Liberian embassy. Declaring this to the violation of the Foreign Service Code, the president hinted that the ambassador who name he did not review will soon be mis, dismissed, dismissed for misconduct, hiding any ambassador who participates in the politics of a nation to which he is assigned is not fit to represent Liberia. The president's comments caused much uneasiness among the assembled diplomatic State Department personnel and Liberians envoy home for the inauguration. It seemed inconceivable that any Liberian ambassador could have been guilty of such gross breach of diplomatic priority without this fact being known, at least within the foreign services, and probably even becoming the subject of the open conversation. Who is this undiplomatic ambassador? Asked Liberian Age. The answer soon become forthcoming, they said. The alleged culprit was Henry Formula Sr.,
Yeah.
Senior.
1968.
That's
And this and
that's the
this is
trial, right?
this is what I got. This is the whole trial. In this trial, Terry. In this trial, this is some of the thing now. In this trial,
Wow.
in this
Liberal,
trial that I have in my
Liberal,
hand.
there's a second phase to this trial. You didn't include in your people.
I don't even
Can I
started
hear?
trying. I don't even started trying. You're gonna tell me the second one
All I said,
already?
but you are included in your introduction. There's a second phase that is linked to treason. You didn't put it there. Very important.
But even yeah, the thing here, Dr. Martin, one thing I love about you. Yeah, the thing here, it says here. Okay, I was gonna
But
read that.
Tubman accused everybody for treason. That kind of
No,
story
but
we can.
this was worse
No, that's what worse,
when
Terry.
he did that. When he did that, Terry. This Dr. Formula now.
Senior,
Yeah,
Yeah.
senior.
senior.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, so
1968.
is a
Of
When you
course,
was
hereditary.
of
when
course.
Yeah,
you were
it's
That's what I said.
hereditary.
That's what
ambassador
I
to
said.
Kenya.
Wow.
This guy, when he did that,
He,
it pricked something in Henry Formula. So they're coming back again. These are the
Yes.
same people, and he would
Yes.
never forget it. He was in high school. I think out of high school, yes. So he was in Sierra Leone going to school,
Yes, he
and
was.
they find look. The family was arrested. The wife,
Yes.
she and the children were sleeping from house to house in Monrovia.
Let me let you know, Libra. Let me just add a little thing to that.
So it's no.
And it wasn't.
I'll do. Listen, Saturday I will go through it. Now let me go on a little bit. Mostly, just 1 minute. Those who were testifying against him, the Campbells, the Williamson, the Henrys. You know who was the chief prosecutor? G.A.A. Pierre
Yep.
was the chief prosecutor.
Oh man, Pierre.
But the issue they had was Dr. Formula, who also was a senior, was too smart. He was a lawyer as well. Huge guy, big guy, just like his son. Very important. And then when he went to the trial, the native, it became the native versus them, but they were not in majority. So GAAPA asked a question. Why are you not grateful to us giving you a job among us when you don't deserve it? You're not part of us. This is a trial. And you'll see that's why he got involved when he came to Liberia. The first place he went to LU when he started teaching. People were I mean, LU student, whether you engineer or whatever, you want to go into Dr. Formula's classroom. And Dr. Sawyer pick him up. People then they all pick him up. Monrovia was hot, man. You don't know. Go ahead, go ahead.
Liberal, don't forget now, these are all Sierra Leonean politicians who
Here we
cross
go.
people
Here we
and
go.
try to get
Yeah.
different nomenclature. Don't forget that part of the history.
No,
Don't
no,
forget.
no.
The
even
better
the
Yara session.
The
even
better
the
Yara,
The
the
better.
better Yara give
Yeah, but they
himself.
migrated. But that's true. They migrated.
the Sawyers. Those are all
Yeah.
Sierra
So
Leone
They
boys.
also, but
They,
that's
Having
why
they
they
they were
turned that
smart.
migrated. They
play
migrated.
into a
But
playground.
that's why that group is very smart. That's
liberal.
why the
They
vibe.
migrated from
I
Sierra
always say
Leone.
the vibe. The people from the
Yeah.
vibe place. They how do you call it? Cape Mount County. For me,
Famula Jr. was
when it comes to
born in Sierra
education,
Leone. That's why he went
Cape
to
Mount,
Flaubert
Cape Mount
College.
number one.
Yeah.
Second, that Lofa County. When it comes to education business, you don't play with it. Then the third, from my standpoint, the third that Nima County. When we were going to school in Monrovia, the Lofa boys,
So
we
liberal,
will
I will
go
not
on
go
the
to
beach
the
and play football all day. But at the end, they passed the classes. And there was all the guy, but there are a lot of people that got book medicine. Ain't no book medicine, the children study. But that's quiet. We all listening on Saturday.
Liberal
But let's,
people did it, man.
all right, here we go.
No. You can say that a minute ago.
And then, like, brother, when they finish making the conclusion, then he thinks that they got evidence. He said they did it, man. But anyway, guys, let me open the line. Let's get back
so
to our
liberal.
topic.
You actually forgot about me today.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I will
Go
not
ahead,
expect
Moses.
no apology. But that went to control
Yeah,
the
he's the
blame.
star for the night.
That went to control to be blamed. Because if
Yeah.
I come in tell you something to make a whole thing. That's why he be
That way you
interrupted.
get
So I
pin.
won't
That way
speak.
you get
Terry,
pin
excuse
and
1
airplane
minute,
behind
guys.
you instead of a brand airway.
Terry, when you
But
go on Google, type in the trial of Dr. Henry Formula Sr.
yeah.
and
But April,
you
let
will
me
see
just add to that.
the whole thing will
Okay.
be on there.
I can talk now.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Let me just add to that one thing that happened around 1968. After when family were already on trial, they were targeting most of the indigenous. You know
Yeah.
who next were arrested? Fangalo from Napa
Yes.
County.
Yes.
What's his name? Kennedy from Lofa County.
Lofa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they had these people. I was a child going to Vonyama Public School, and these people used to come out and they would cut the grass. They
Mm-hmm.
had these high level people, educated people, cutting grass with chapia as a way
Mm-hmm.
of punishment
Yeah.
and to
Yeah.
serve as a deterrent for anybody,
Anybody.
anybody who
But the
spoke up.
government couldn't stop it though. They couldn't stop it.
And
They
and
couldn't
and
stop it.
those things stay in the back of people's mind. I remember in 1968, I was in Lofa, and I saw what happened to Robert Kennedy,
Yeah.
to
But
Mr.
it
Fungaro,
was the
and
beginning of
those people.
agitation. Oh,
So,
what do you
No,
think?
not
so just
quite.
to
It went
say,
after
I
that.
just
It
listen
went
now,
quiet. It
Wilco,
went
just
quiet for a
listen.
while.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm making comment. Now, let me come back to Mr. Wilton Carter. You know, he said something here today that changed my mind about him and think that he's no longer a sedition. He said that the police, the same police that work for Charleston that work for Doe,
No, I say
uh, for
For
Ellen,
Ellen.
and work for We Are and work for these people. And that's what I've been trying to tell you guys on this show. Policing is non-political. In
Supposed to
Liberia,
supposed
it's
to be.
turned to politics. Police,
It's supposed to be that way, man.
listen, well now, dude, that's what I've been telling you. Police are not supposed to be because they're trained, it's an institution. They take an oath to serve the country, not to serve the people who were president or who is seated as president for that country. So they're not political. They're not even supposed to discuss political issues and parties affiliation.
No.
That does not deprive them the right to exercise their constitutional right to vote. So over time, their loyalty and their commitment is to protecting and serving the people. But we in Liberia turn it around. When we come in, we appoint our own police director. Then they say the police is supposed to work for that government, for that administration, and that's not how it is. That have created quite a bit of problem with law and order in our country. And until we change that, that's why I keep advocating police need not to be under the Department of Justice. They need to start the Public Safety Commission. That's who the police, paramedic, and fire department, because they're supposed to serve everybody.
So who going to appoint there now when they honor
Huh?
that? Who appoint the head?
The commissioner runs it. They got special decree that is supposed to pass, and the president can
Uh-huh.
appoint the commission.
That is
But that
same
doesn't tell
that
them.
is same
But that no,
politicizing
but
the
you see,
thing.
listen
Dr.
now,
Mali, let him speak.
just listen. The way the structure is built, they're not working for the government. Under that, they got strict rules of who they work for and what they're supposed to do. And in case of any violation, they can be prosecuted by the
Right.
very judicial system that is in place, by
Right.
the attorney general, because they're human beings. And so
You're
we
right,
need
Moses.
to understand that. And until Liberia start turning to that direction, it's going to be very difficult.
It's not possible.
On it is
No,
anything
no,
is.
no. It's
Dr.
possible. It's
Mali,
possible.
let him
So
finish.
Dr. Mali, we're not going to Bele Yara. Me, I'm not going to Bele Yara with you. I'm just telling you the trend and the practices
Fire,
that
fire
people.
in the hole.
I'm just telling you the trend
They
and the
met you from Lofa,
practices.
they say you're not going to better that
No, I'm
way.
not going to Bele Yara with you. All it be when you have to go there, where I said, I'm not going with you. The man I will call my knee and say Mali over. I don't know him. I don't know him nothing. So, Dr. Mali, the trend and the practices now of policing is evolving so that it can really focus on more of protecting lives and property because it had ills in there before.
Moses,
So
Moses,
the
let
Can
me
I
hold
just
you
change,
there. Let me hold
inject,
you right
Moses?
there. Again,
yeah,
folks, if guys, let me hold you guys. Get the number is out there. Give us a call
yeah,
because we're going to be wrapping up now. Give us
yeah,
a call 916-533-2048, 916-330-9721. Give us a call.
yeah.
Go ahead, Moses,
Liberal,
and
can
then
I just
Okay.
inject on
So
Moses?
what I'm
Moses,
gonna
can I just
do?
inject few seconds? What can I
No,
just
no,
inject
no,
few
no,
seconds
no,
to what you
don't
just said?
interrupt me.
No,
Wait till
please. As somebody say I agree with
no,
you, I want to agree on something.
no,
Please,
don't
please.
agree with me. I don't want
Security
you to agree with
analyst.
me. I do
I know
not
I
want
don't agree with you on something. So we can inform Mr. Mr.
Deputy,
Dr. Mali.
deputy,
So
that the thing they can do is easy that you have to practice it here. We don't agree with me.
So,
no, I want to
so
agree with you. Something
speaking
about
about CDC, next week I'm going to bring in Teddy Lyon, who
Oh
ran
my God.
unsuccessfully for CDC Secretary General.
Oh, he
Uh,
won?
no, he didn't. But the story he told me was
So
very
you're anyway,
interesting.
I think now you're going to talk about
No,
that
no,
story.
no, no. You know what
Maybe.
happened? The way you explained, I will bring him on here for him to
Yeah, they
explain
ain't
more.
gonna explain it. We
no,
yeah,
I will tell
But
Teddy Line not to
the
come on the
way
show to explain our
the,
CDC thing. I will tell him not to
wait
come on the
till
show.
The way CDC convention happened,
wait till
they
I
have to be
I
very
the
careful.
system to back me.
There were some people that protested, and they did not. Their name were there to seek offices for the CDC USA, but because they said something happened, they were not happy. They didn't go to the convention, and
Yeah, and
I thought that was very shameful of them because if you're gonna have your stand-up bearer, see, convention is where you have to lay out everything on the floor, where you guys discuss things and make sure everything comes together
live,
before you get out. But for
stop it.
you to protest and say I'm not going to go to convention because I don't think something, then you're not a partisan. You're not.
But,
I don't agree
But
with you.
Liberal,
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 You
stop
liberal,
will
it.
come here and
liberal.
tell
Those
us.
people have the
And
right to boycott that convention.
No, no, no. You don't do that. You
The
don't do
people can
that.
do whatever they want. That's
Liberal,
what it
Well,
is. Why you say
yeah.
that?
Liberal. That topic we can do that topic for another day. But the
Okay.
topic that the security analyst put out here, I wanted to share with Dr. Mali is the president has the right to appoint police
Why
directors.
you running away from your
The
shadow?
the president has the right to appoint police
Why you
director.
running away?
The
Why are you
president
run
has the right
Wilton
to
Carter?
appoint. I'm not
Wilton
on the
Carter,
witness
why are
stand.
you
I
running
am
away from? Oh, you're not on a witness stand.
I'm
Okay. All
on the
right.
witness stand.
Oh
All
my
So,
right.
so the president has the right to appoint police director and other commissioners, and even the people in the judiciary. But the law of the nation is those people are not accountable to him. They are accountable to the Liberian people. That's how it's supposed to be. He can appoint the police director, the entire police force should be accountable to the Liberian people. They should do the work of the Liberian people. But in Liberia, because the president appointed somebody, they turn their loyalty to the president. I mean, to that party. So they start prosecuting people from the opposite, the
Where
opposition or things like that, and make it look like. And now what the Liberian people can say, oh, the United Party police. When they
and
were honor president, we are, and they were going after other people, they said our CDC police. Now they
yeah,
honor Joseph Parker, they said that Joseph Parker police. So the thing about it, the people see the unprofessionalism of these people. You have to be
wait
dedicated to
till,
the country instead of,
okay, wait till.
yeah.
Professionalism only come in when you continue to train. And these
But
people,
this is what I'm saying, huh?
the last time they
This is
got
what
trained,
I'm saying.
when Ellen came in 2006 and they trained some of those people, they have never received any training thereafter.
All right. Thank you,
And
guys.
for
Thank you.
policing,
Thank you. Thank you,
that's
guys.
something that happens every year.
Mose, you came last. Give us your closing. Two
Okay, my
minutes.
closing statement is this, Liberal. Thank you for the show. We appreciate it. I think we talk about reasonable things, and I think the drug issue is not over. It's going to take a long time. We see what's going on. People are being named, and some people have been taken into custody for further investigation and prosecution. And I think this is going to be ongoing for a long time because this is deeper than you and I may suspect. And the country needs to exercise some patience. And I think Gregory Coleman should not be the front person on this. The Department of Justice should take the lead because they are the chief prosecutor and reach out to the people and let them know to be patient that the judicial system will take its course because Gregory Coleman continued to speak and he continued to implicate himself into this thing, integrate himself into this thing, and it's going to look bad when they go before the judges. And we don't want people to walk away, being released when they cause such damage to that country. That's my only advice.
Thank you.
That the Justice Department need to step up to the plate and and do its due diligence in preparing itself with the evidence, and the DEA needs to make sure that those evidence and the investigation are forthcoming for them to go and prosecute, and
Thank you.
the police should be taken out of this. That's my
Thank you. Dr.
thank you.
Malik, let's hear from you.
Well, let us not forget the issue the security analyst is raising is a very salient issue, but it has constitutional implication. First, you can talk about reframing this thing. It has constitutional implication. And secondly, all over Africa, when a president appoints you, your loyalty is to the president. There is no two way about that. That just had a whole even in a country where we see what's going on, oh man. We see what's going on even with the higher security networking. We see what's going on. So, Mr. Security Analyst, I just think it's practically impossible. Yes, that would be a new dimension, but it's just practically impossible because all the people, the defense minister, who just said they will always be paying their loyalty directly or indirectly. And lastly, I think I was also happy that
Dr. Malik, let me hold you right there, please. Just hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this is 3010 Lion Yakon from Fargo, North Dakota.
All right, Snow Lion, let's hear from you.
I think that I'm still talking.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. He's on hold. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, we understand that people in the studio always try to.
Hold on. 1 minute. Let me merge this caller. Please hold on. And please make it brief because Monday or Tuesday, you and I is one on one. So go ahead.
Yeah, when it comes to CDC, I know that Mr. Moses is agent for the United Party and agent for the local candidate to just push their grievances or defend them.
Okay. All right.
But I just want to speak on one thing. That this is Tell Lion Yanko away.
We know Snow Lion. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. One thing I want to speak on, the United Party government, Joseph Waka, as compared to the CDC 6 years in power, this United Party government don't have the fortitude to make any comparison when it comes to the drugs business with CDC.
Okay.
Because CDC is not culpable of, never been culpable of any drug saga or any drug situation in the country. Only the propaganda of the United Party always try to, put CDC in a situation. This government have not done anything to solve the problem. All what have happened is this government obliged trying to show to the international community because of the heavy pressure on them to show that they are working, they are prosecuting people, they are arresting people, all that. Most of what they get on kangaroo arresting the wrong people, prosecuting the wrong people. When the real people, including the president's son, and those high-ranking police security officers, they need to bring them, prosecute them, tie them up, and take them to jail.
Thank you. But another better, yeah. But thank you. That man wanted to be CDC. That man wanted to be CDC Secretary General. Tie people up. Oh, vice chair for office. Oh, you're going to get people a lot of tabi. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, but not make the comparison with CDC or anything with drugs business.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
In the 6 years, in the 12 years, and now.
All right.
Nothing to do with that.
Okay, send me the information. So Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday, you and I can go
Teddy,
one-on-one for
please
one.
don't discuss nothing with the Labor Cup or CDC confusion.
So so we have the conversation. Thank you. Okay, let me bring in the. Hold on 1 minute. Caller, Prince Sherry, please hold on 1 minute. All right, Prince Sherry, let's hear from you.
Yes, sir. So let me say good evening.
Did you attend CDC convention?
Definitely.
How did it turn out? How was it?
All right. So first of all, let me use this time to extend my thanks and appreciation to all those who attended the convention, and to even those who had issues and could not be there because of one or two issues. Take that into serious consideration.
Yeah, you come to thank you.
All of us, will be able to attend, but we understand that there were issues. Other people, with transportation, and one or two issues.
The real CDC, the people. Hold on, Prince Sherry, don't can't get all the kind of thing. CDC, when Monu say, I want to see you at the stadium tomorrow. The people poor children, they go and buy T-shirt and print it out for themselves. That they don't want to buy in America, can't transport themselves to CDC. That why you come in the country for all the people here making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. They can't transport themselves to CDC. I don't call it CDC.
No.
I don't call it convention. Now, why you come to country? I say they might have transportation problem. Mr. Sherry, your found something else to talk about. Your found something else to bring up.
I hear you to tell the people thank you.
So, like as we said, we know that there were challenges, but all of us had zero challenges. But again, we hope and pray that next time, all of us are will be there. But
you're not going there.
Attended fully, and we are grateful that at that particular convention, the greatest thing to ever happen in the history of the Republic of Nigeria happened at that convention, where His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh, we are the 25th President of the Republic of Nigeria.
I'm the former.
The 7th President openly announced, to the world, as the rumors was then speculated by in general, one would say people or people who try to break the party. And I was saying that, President Weah will not run. It's now clear, it's an open secret that His Excellency will be on the ballot comes 2029. And the CDC will be reclaiming, the presidency. The presidency that has been desecrated by Joseph Zuma Boyka. And
the election commissioner will put him there.
As a drug cartel can be able to carry on that transaction. But again, aside from that, it is sad, Mr. Tool and members of the panelists on this platform, that today the presidency is the prestigious office, an office once that fought for the redemption of Africa, the office that was once seen as that particular cradle of hope for many African nations, and that stood in defense of what we refer to as the emancipation of Africa. You and I know very well that office, the office of the presidency, back in the early 50s, our founding fathers, President Tubman, and etc.
That Tubman, your founding father now?
What's that about? Founding father, one of our founding fathers, the fought for the independence of many African nations, and they used the executive mansion.
A founding father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Today, that office has been taken over. To just conclude.
Yeah.
Today, that office has been taken over by one of the oldest cartels in Africa, where drugs is now seen in that particular office. So it is sad that office has been desecrated because you have a president that do not have moral and that was living on loan.
Wow.
But again, we want to say to the Liberian people that it is about time that Liberia be emancipated. And in this particular light, we say Amanda Awetu and all what.
And they don't even know the meaning. They don't know the meaning. You know what Amanda Awetu mean? You know what it means?
They don't know the meaning.
They don't know what it means. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He's still talking.
He was still talking.
President that is we have to the executive marshal. Thank you so much for giving me
the only president.
Thank you.
The president.
Thank you. Rescue 3, help us out here and straighten the people.
Libra.
Hold on. Rescue 3, help us out and straighten these people up.
Before coming to the demand sedition Teddy Lion, who were denied by his own party, getting it. Before I respond to you and praying or Sherry, I want to stress a very important point tonight, and I said it on the show when the past CDC anniversary were here in Grandier. I said it on the show that this cartel criminal party they call CDC, they always use people in getting here to get a political reward. That's what they did to the police. They use the police.
Who need that? Who give it? Yeah.
They use the police in one County for one and be out of storm. Can you imagine? Another leader for a political party that here over there, what your was sending in America, the hamburger and sandwiches. They use their man to go down there to get speak. Today, the one percenter in which they were thinking that CDC and Daniel were going to get them a chance to run on their ticket, they get them away.
Oh, so they didn't invite the ANC at their convention?
No.
No. ANC were not invited. The ANC were not invited. So ANC were in talk with CDC for ANC to run on CDC ticket. But a team that run, they get them away. And I said that the CDC party is a big party. These people did the thing to the left child Bronsky, and they did it to a lot of people. Even John Malu that we can talk about here, they did the same thing to John Malu. So when the police were here and they were riding from Monrovia to go where the grandchildren get here to go, it just be that I said on the show, I said they take CDC using it as a PR stuff. And my second point coming to the show tonight got to do with the issue that been raised concerning the drug issue. And CDC people are coming to the show to call the president of the drug cartel. I had a news for them. Mr. Toll, maybe this week or the following week are coming, the key member in the past government that will be me. What's the thing I'm saying tonight? And these same people that are calling me here tonight will come on the show here to cry. They will cry on the show. I can remember Prince Sharif, he quit to cry. He will come on the show and cry. Even I'm telling you, Mr. Joe.
You not see Prince Sharif? You not see Prince Sharif cry before?
He cried on the show here before. You can remember her voice here. Prince Sharif cried here before. So we are not listening to lady at Tabata and they can come and say here. But the key thing again, we have a government that's stealing up to the cartel. I can remember during the CDC time, the LDA boss was calling for the hard monkey were arrested. He was shaking and that video was playing all on the social media. But today, this government, the leadership of the country is putting their feet down, telling the people that no one, even my mother, in a grave, if you are part of this son, you will take you out from the grave to bring you to justice.
Wow.
And my last point I want to make, Mr. Toe, there's not a key thing that happens. People are not paying attention to it. Thank God what the person is getting wrong. They're beginning and getting transportation. They're going to ease the pregnant and Nigerian people. Tomorrow, the LTA will be dedicating 60 new buses, the 36-seater buses, and 20 mini buses tomorrow. And according to the guidelines, these buses will be deployed in the very county. In the very county to make the transportation easier for our people.
Thank
so
you.
we are not looking at that. We are not dancing Buka here. I don't know what the president is not making use for us this time. Thank you for your support here.
Thank you. You'll be the last caller for the night. Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Dr. Malik, go ahead and give us your final statement.
My final statement here is that His Excellency is having this tremendous drugs problem on his hand.
Oh, hold on. See, the incorrect. Let me bring the last person. I beg you. I will give you I will be up 5 minutes before. Let's hear from you, Aaron Brabra.
Mr. Toe, how you doing? How you guys doing? Busy.
After you speak, then the show complete now. The show is not going to be complete until you. But go ahead. Let's hear from you.
So, did you not rescue 3 that party conventions is for the party only? Did you not tell me? But had it been a seditious who called and was saying that thing, all of you are going to be laughing. Because seditious that the only people you consider uneducated in Liberia, right?
No, that not from you. For me, sedition has most sedition has
laughing. But you got a man who you call rescue king. He's spinning out jubilant on the platform, and you listen to him. Party convention is for partisans only. Tell him that. I wanted to.
Toyo.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Like what the man talking? Like, Terry. Hey, the man right.
What the man right?
Party convention, you go a lot. You go a lot. The man
You're
of garbage here.
too kumi over there, Granny. To help you. Then time for you. You're not
party
anniversary, man, right?
Party anniversary different from party convention.
But let's hear from you, Doc. Let's hear from you. Go ahead. Finish up. 1 more minute.
Yeah, I just want to contribute to the drugs issue finally, because it seems to be it's not going away anytime.
It's not going
But I think His Excellency is having this huge drug burst on his hand because of the systemic failure of the CDC-led government to have put in place strategic plan to address the drug issue. And you agree with me that government is continuity. So Joseph Walker did not meet any strategic plan down there. So he's faced to solve problem he did not create. And the foundation is deeply rooted in the CDC, in the former CDC-led government. So it's like they romanticize this thing and try to leave it open to make the Joseph Walker government to look ugly. But I think I want to thank the Joseph Walker government for making some frantic effort. I think 12 people are being shortlisted now, and I just hope that they will be processed and sent behind bar and maybe extend their time as far as Bella Yala, and we can look at that situation. So what we're seeing here is that the government before you, if the government now if His Excellency don't put in place strategic plan for this drugs issue, it's going to be a problem for the next government.
Thank you.
Or this government to repeat itself. It's going to be a problem. And lastly, in Grand Jida, I learned that the chairman for CDC resigned because the issue of democracy is conspicuously missing when CDC sometimes gather themselves together. And that's the same thing that they're facing in the USA conference. You see, now the telling line is crying. He have one option. They're only telling him to migrate to another party. That's all they're telling him. So
Yeah, everything check.
what is he crying about?
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything check line.
Walter Carter, let's hear from you. 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Liberal. I was just about to tell Rescue 3 that when a party having a convention, they don't invite other political party to come and participate. Where they, at the convention they have elections, and other political party don't have no fish to fry in those people internal organization. Number two, I would just like to, you
By the way,
know,
I'm going to invite Telly
you
Lion
know,
here next week. So I hope you and Prince Sherry will be with you, Prince Sherry, and I will. It will be exclusive. You, Prince Sherry, and what's his name? Aaron Brapper will be part of the program. If y'all want to be part,
Okay.
go
No
ahead.
problem making it
yeah, we'll
exclusive.
be part, but we'll not talk about internal work going in.
Oh,
But anyway, so
they're
back
not
to,
coming my show. That I've got. I want juicy gossip. I want
we're
calm
not
talk.
gonna give you anything to
Okay,
talk about talking
okay,
point.
okay. Like we don't know.
So and
Your higher thing,
yeah,
all
but
the
you're
commission happy. We
speculating,
know all
you're
the people.
speculating, you
We
can
invite
continue
all of them.
speculating.
Okay, go ahead.
So Dr. Mali,
I knew you're
no,
coming to me again.
when you come, yeah, I will come to you. When you come to office on the matter of fighting drugs, when you come to office on the matter of, especially when you told stories about your predecessor, how your predecessor was the one importing drugs, and you will come and you will dismantle and do whatever. You don't come and start talking about, oh, the foundation of drugs, because the foundation was way before your predecessor. We're talking about the first United Party government. Jawia inherited his, and Jawia was fighting his when you guys were lying on him that he was importing it. And so it became a problem for him in the eyes of Liberian people, amongst other things. Now it has come right in your slap, where the very people that supposed to protect and fight drugs are the people who are enabling or bringing drugs in the country.
Thank you, Walter. Walter
That's what
Carter.
I'm saying. And it's so
Thank you.
unfortunate that they have painted this man that you're painted to us as, integrity hero.
Thank
They has
you.
painted the
Thank you. Thank
administration
you,
to be
Walter
black.
Carter. Thank you very much for your statement, your closing. Thank you very much. Terry, take us on, please.
Yeah, Liberal, thank you for the show. Drugs in the country came from the war. We got to understand that these things comes along, but our ability to build from where we started. I just want to read this theory that I wrote. I said because to what I saw between the arguments of two leaders that I expect to really be there for us, it's very disappointing, and it show you how deeply we are hurt. So I wrote this theory that it is im- it is improbable that our generation cannot overcome the political trauma and emotional wounds that we collectively endure. Our generation is in a state of deorientation and is unable to fully realize the potential of Liberia, which was promised to us. We are akin to the generation of Israel who, despite their liberation from Egypt, were not truly free from its lingering effects. They were still burdened by its emotional scars. If the leaders of the next generation are hurt, and wounded so deeply beyond repair, how can the generation that they supposed to train to be trained, to be ready to rebuild and revive the damages caused by their generation? What makes a nation great is not how well they are built, but where they were built from. So I think that this is where we are, and I see the failure in that our generation will never be able to recuperate from to rebuild Liberia. I don't trust that our generation will rebuild Liberia because most of us are still hurt. We are traumatized, and the atmosphere seems highly toxic. So I will be hoping prophetically to see that the next generation thrive to change the trajectory of the state.
Thank you.
Thank you, Libra.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Walter Carter, good night to you as well. Terry, thank you very
Wow.
much.
Is there a prophecy on this government?
Thank you. Thank you, Walter Carter. Good night. Moses Segwe, good night. Again, folks, Samson told Labropa Radio, I want to thank all of you. We're a little bit over time here. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Those of you that are not with us now, we say thank you anyway. Those of you that are still here, we say thank you as well. We'll be back here. Let's join Mr. Soul tomorrow. Wednesday will be time for his show, and we'll be here to be the counterweight. With that, I say good night to all of you. Let's continue to pray for one another. God is great at all times. With that, good night, folks.